In a recent video, we asked for feedback on what you would like to see more of on the channel, and budget gear was the most popular request. So we went on a mission to find the best complete pocket carry you can buy for under £100 or dollars. So a knife or knife-based multi-tool, a flashlight, or we might say torch, some form of wallet, a pen and a key carry solution, and all of that for under £100 or dollars. And I'm really excited to show you what we have found, because everything here is not only great value and readily available on Amazon, but every item chosen is also great quality and brilliantly practical in its own right with minimal compromises. And I'm going to start with a knife-based multi-tool, which I personally prefer to carry over a single blade knife. Now, when you factor in the limited budget, it soon becomes clear that when it comes to a value-driven but high-quality pocket-sized knife-based multi-tool, there is one brand that stands out above all others, and that is Victorinox with their Swiss Army knife range. Now, the 2-layer compact here has been my daily carry for several years, as regular viewers will know. But the compact also happens to be one of the Victorinox knives which is hand assembled in the factory, and that pushes up the price to around £40 or £50 or dollars, which is too much for our budget here. We are though still spoilt for choice, and when it comes to combining features and value, this Super Tinker is very hard to beat. We have the usual bottle opener, can opener and screwdriver tools, along with 2 knives, both of which are non-lock-in, the smaller of which is good for a bit of extra control and for shorter blade tasks like opening boxes. Then we have the excellent scissors, and on the back we have the hook and the awl, and instead of the corkscrew we have a Phillips screwdriver along with the ubiquitous toothpick and tweezers in the scales. As a 3-layer tool though, this is a bit on the bulky side for everyday carry, for me at least, and although the price at £27 works for us in the UK, in the US it's $35, which starts to limit choices when it comes to all the other items. So I'm going to focus more on the 2-layer options, and here we have the basic Tinker, and this misses out on the hook, which is not really an issue, and also the scissors, which is a bit of a shame, but the 2 knives between them do cover most cutting needs. This one cost me £19 in the UK, and it's available for $27 on Amazon.com at the time of filming. Still a great deal, I would say, when you consider it's made in Switzerland and has to be imported into the US. Now, if you'd rather have a corkscrew instead of the Phillips screwdriver, then this Spartan is exactly that, and this one in black cost me just £17, and I found a white version in the US coming in at $22. Then there is a Victorinox you don't often see mentioned. This is the Sportsman, and this looks just like the Spartan on first glance, but it has 2 key differences. What looks like the small knife is actually a nail cleaner and nail file, which actually works really well, and overall this is actually smaller than most medium Swiss Army knives at 84mm in length, whereas the Tinker and Spartan are the more usual 91mm. However, that smaller size does not mean a smaller price, as this one comes in at £20 or $28. So when it comes to choosing one for our pocket carry, if you combine price, quality and features and factor in size and weight, then the one that stands out for me is this Victorinox Tinker, and this is the one that goes through to my final selection. Okay, let's now look at a flashlight or torch, and as before I'm looking for quality as well as value, and I've sifted through lots of options, many of which I already own and some of which I've purchased. Now, my daily carry is the Rovivon A8, but at £40 or dollars this was quickly priced out, and after much testing and comparison it came down to a shortlist of 3, and this is the Pocket AA from Acebeam. It cost me £24 in the UK and is only $20 in the US, which is a great price. It's a AA sized flashlight with a clicky tail switch with which you simply step through 3 light levels from 5 lumens good for 58 hours on a single charge, up to a maximum 550 lumen output with a quoted range of 86 meters. Included in the price is this lithium-ion battery with a USB-C charging socket built in. And this will also take a standard AA battery, which is a great backup option, albeit with reduced output and run times. And we have a two-way pocket clip, which is a nice addition and adds to the flexibility in use. In fact, there is really only one thing that counts against this light for everyday carry, and that is the size, as it's a little bit on the large side. Next, we have one with a very similar form factor, and that is the i3T version 2 from Olight. Now this one is a AAA flashlight, again with a clicky tail switch, and this time with just 2 light levels. We've got 5 lumens, which is good for 21 hours with the supplied alkaline battery, and we have a maximum output of 200 lumens with a quoted range of 62 meters. Now, I already own the earlier version of the i3T, which is this one here, and as you can see, the two-way pocket clip on the new model offers deeper carry and is fixed rather than clipped on, which is really good to see. Also, the new version is slightly brighter with better run times. And usefully, as you might expect, this light is quite a bit thinner than the Ace Beam. The quality from Olight is great, and the price is great too, at £20 or dollars. Then we have this Claris E5, and this is one I had not seen before, and it comes in at £18 or $20. And the form factor here is very different, being thin and flat. And this has 2 different light sources, one on the front and one on the top, and both are COB lights, and that means they are multiple pinpoint light sources which are mounted on a single chip. And you'll see there are no reflectors involved here, and that means you get a wide diffuse light rather than a beam, which is why the maximum quoted range is just 41 meters. According to Claris, the maximum output is 470 lumens, and the maximum runtime is 12 hours at the lowest setting, which is 23 lumens. The E5 is lightweight, USB-C rechargeable, and it has a magnetic base and also a pocket clip. Now, with a single switch and multiple light modes like we have here, this does result in some complexity in use as you step through 4 main brightness levels, 2 secondary light levels, a strobe, and a red and blue flashing light. So reviewing the options, the flat profile of the Claris lends itself nicely to pocket carry, but it's not quick and intuitive to use, and I actually prefer a beam over a very flat light for general use. The Ace Beam is bright and capable and easy to use and has long run times, but is a little on the large side for pocket carry. The Olight is not as bright as the Ace Beam, but the size is a significant win for everyday carry, and the simplicity of use is a big plus too. And so it is the Olight that wins through for me. Next on the list is a wallet. And it seems to me that there is more value to be had with an EDC pouch rather than a dedicated wallet, with the added benefit that the Rite option could hold our complete pocket carry as well as cash and cards. Now, Viperade are a well-known pouch brand and offer a bewildering range of different sizes and designs, and I know from past experience that they offer a great mix of practicality, quality and value. But it's virtually impossible to work out from pictures what might be our best option here. So, using dimensions as a rough guide, I bought a whole load to compare, which I was then quickly able to whittle down to these 3. Here we have the VE18S, and this cost me just £18 and is $18 in the US, so great value. And it's also available in a wide variety of colours. And this one, like the rest of the pouches in the lineup, uses a tough 500D polyester fabric and YKK zips, which points to the quality on offer with this brand. Now, there's a lot going on here with this pouch. We've got these 2 angled slip pockets on the front, along with some webbing and a full width slip pocket behind. Then on the back we have 1 slip pocket with a Velcro patch panel, and then we have not 1 but 2 zip pockets and also a couple of paracord loops to attach things to the pouch or to attach the pouch to things. Next we have the VE28, and this one costs £20 and is $20 in the US. And the size of this one is the same as the last one, which incidentally is 12 by 9 centimeters or 4.75 inches by 3.5. And here we have the same 3 slip pockets on the front as before, with some webbing, and on the back we now have 2 slip pockets, one wide and one narrow, and just one zip pocket. We also have a single webbing loop for attachment. And then something different, but also from Viperade, and that is this book style open-in zip pouch, which is called the VE34 Mini EDC pouch, and this cost £17 and is $17. And this is about the same width as the other 2 pouches, but not quite as tall, at around 10 centimeters or 4 inches. And we have one zip opening on the back here and a narrow webbing loop for attachment. Then we have the main zip, which opens the pouch fully flat. And on one side we have a back sleeve, 3 elasticated loops and a mesh pocket. And on the opposite side we have a zip pocket and a larger mesh pocket. So these are all great options at a similar price. And once we have our final pocket carry selection decided, I'll try the contents in each pouch to see which one works out best. Okay, the next item on our list is a pen, and size is important here, so this can fit into our pouch or say a jeans pocket. And once again, after much searching and some purchasing, it came down to 3 items. And first up is a simple and practical option, the Zebra Mini Z Grip, or is that Zebra Mini Z Grip. And this pen comes in, would you believe, under £2 or dollars, and is available in packs of 3. And it does feel great in the hand, it writes really well, and it weighs just 8 grams or under 1/4 of an ounce, and it comes with a pocket clip. An unexpected benefit is that this is also super clicky, offering a genuinely addictive fidget factor. The next one is from Rite in the Rain, and this is comparable to a Fisher Space Pen when it comes to features, but lighter and cheaper. It has a pressurized refill, and so it should write in extreme temperatures and upside down and underwater and so on. And this weighs the same as the Zebra pen, and it is a little bit shorter too. And this protective cap here is reversible, extending the pen to full size for ease of use. This one cost me £11 in the UK, and I see they are $10. They come in packs of 2. Then we have the new O Pen Mini 2 from Olight, the maker of our preferred flashlight. This is the updated version of the original O Pen Mini, and it's made from aluminium, and it has a nice bolt action mechanism. It feels nice in the hand, and it comes with a pocket clip and weighs 15 grams or half an ounce. In this new version there is this rather unusual 2-way bolt action. You push it down for the pen, but when you push it up, a pencil nib appears out the top of the pen. Now this is not the type often referred to as an everlasting pencil, which uses a soft metal alloy, and in my experience never works that well. This one actually writes like a proper pencil, which does mean it will wear down in use over time. And with that in mind, you do get 2 extra nibs included, which simply screw in place. And the price for this, I think, is really good. Comes in at £13 or $13. And this is the one I've selected for my pocket carry. It's the thinnest here, and it looks and feels the nicest by far. And unlike the other 2, it's not disposable and instead uses refills. And of course, it has that additional pencil feature. And as a sneaky addition, I wanted to include a notepad for use with the pen, and what better choice than a channel favourite, the credit card sized Rite in the Rain notepad, which utilises their waterproof paper. These ship from Amazon.com and cost £3 each if you're shipping to the UK, and just $2 if you're in the US, and they come in packs of 6. And that then brings me to the last item in the search, which is some form of key carry. Here we're looking for something with a bit more innovation than a basic split ring, and it would be nice if we could find something that would also attach to our wallet pouch, so we could choose to keep everything together. Again, I ended up with just 3 on the shortlist. At £8 in the UK or just $4 in the US, this is a simple and affordable option from Notepad. It's the dual chamber G series carabiner, and there are 4 sizes in the range, this one being number 2. It's made from stainless steel, and you have a dual gate system, so your keys can be held securely whilst allowing the carabiner to clip onto a bag or belt loop or even a pouch. Then moving up a gear, we have this, the ALB20 from flashlight maker Fenix. This comes in at £13 or $15, and it's made from titanium, so there's hardly any weight. And this too clips on with a secure section for the keys, or it can be used to attach the clip to a belt loop. And then we also have a bottle opener and flathead screwdriver included as part of the design. And then we have something a little bit different, and this is the Spigen Carabiner lanyard keychain strap, and this costs £15 in the UK and appears a bit more expensive in the US at $22. Spigen do offer a good mix of quality and value, and that's very evident with this item. And what we have here is a keyring with a separate carabiner clip and also a carry strap. So with this option you can attach your keys to your belt loop or bag, or you can attach this to something like a pouch, and it then provides a carry strap at the same time. Now I'm going to hold judgment on which key carry I choose until we finalise the pouch selection. So we have our Victorinox knife, we've got our flashlight, and we've got our pen. So let's put these in the shortlisted pouches to see how they fit. The 2 slip pockets on the front of the VE28 are ideal for the Victorinox and the flashlight. And when it comes to the pen, there is the perfect slip pocket on the back here. However, I've noticed that when you fill the slip pockets on both sides of the pouch, the zip pocket between them becomes difficult to access and the internal space becomes compromised. And because the zip pocket is going to be our wallet, I've chosen to move the pen round to the front, and you have an ideal spot for it here, avoiding contact with the other items. And now the internal zip pocket is freed up with plenty of room for cards and cash. All our key carry solutions will attach to this pouch, but the width of the webbing loop unfortunately doesn't make it very neat or very easy. The VE18S has the same zip pocket internal space challenge as we've just seen, with the same solution which works just as well, and with this pouch you have the benefit of 2 zip pockets, making the one on the side ideal for coins or maybe a key. And the paracord loops allow any of our key carry options to attach easily, but I would have preferred one central loop given the choice. And that brings me to the VE34 mini pouch. Our main items fit in the elastic loops easily, the pen just fitting in lengthwise. And then we have a couple of locations available to store cards and an internal zip pocket to secure smaller items. And let's not forget the external zip pocket, which would work for those coins or a key, although this one is too small for a card. The attachment point here is the best of the bunch, being the ideal width and position for all our key carry options, with the Fenix actually making a perfect carabiner hook for the pouch itself. So with all that done, it's time to make my final choices and then add up the total cost. The VE pouch is more compact than the others and conceals and secures the contents, which many will prefer, but it does make them a little less accessible too. And for this pocket carry, I'm going to prioritise quick and easy access. Out of the remaining 2 pouches, it is this one, the VE18S, that wins out for me. It has the 2 zip pockets, there are more colours to choose from, and it happens to be a bit cheaper too. And for those that want it, there is that small Velcro panel too. As for the key carry choice, I'm going to go with the Fenix. I like the way it looks, the use of titanium and the added multi-tool features. And that then finalises all the options. And the big question is, are we within our £100 and $100 budget? We have the Viperade VE18S wallet pouch, the Victorinox Tinker, the Olight i3T V2 and the Olight O Pen Mini 2, the credit card size notepad and the Fenix ALB20 carabiner. and that gives us a total cost of £86 or $95. And I have to say, it has really pleasantly surprised me that you can get all of this, a genuinely useful and complete pocket carry and all great quality gear too, for well under £100 or dollars. So definitely mission accomplished. And that's it for this one. I hope that has been useful. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope you can join me for the next one.